It's intercepted at the 30. Derek Brooks 30. Brooks to the 25, 20. Derek Brooks all the way. Touchdown Tampa Bay. There it is. The dagger's in. We're going to win the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, baby! Boom, boom, boom! Yeah!
In 2002, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ended a quarter century of frustration with their first Super Bowl championship. It didn't take long for the losing to return. By the time the Bucs drafted All-Pro receiver Mike Evans in 2014, Tampa Bay was in the middle of a 13-year playoff drought.
We went 2-14 my rookie season, and then proceeded to have a losing season every year except 2016. We were 9-7. We would beat ourselves.
They just put a 50-burger on the Buccaneers like we weren't even here. 56-0.
We would always be in the top of the league in penalties. Our execution down the stretch wasn't the best.
Kick is airborne. It's long enough. It is no good, and the Giants win by 1.
We definitely had a lot of talent, though.
Does any linebacker in the league do it better than Lavonte David? Snap, handoff, Ronald Jones up the gut, 3, 2, 1. He has a Buccaneer touchdown.
We just could never get over that hump. I got to thinking, like, will we ever be able to compete for a championship?
In 2019, the Buccaneers convinced two-time Coach of the Year Bruce Arians to come out of retirement to help get them over that hump.
When I see jerseys pulled, that's a flag. It tells me you can't play.
He preached and he harped all the time about being disciplined and not getting penalties and holding each other accountable. And, you know, all coaches do that. But, you know, I guess in the way he did it, it's hard to explain. But, you know, guys bought in.
Hey, Mike, nice job with the stripe, Mike.
He's easy to talk to. He's going to let you know when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And he's going to show you a lot of love.
It's just us beating us, right? We'll kick their ass, all right? Hang in there.
The first draft pick of the Arians era was Devin White, a stud linebacker from Louisiana with a passion for thoroughbreds.
Riding a horse is like riding a bike around here. Like, that's what you learn to do. You know, how they go get little bikes, start off with training wheels. You know, you start off with a horse.
This is my daughter, Daisy May. She's 5 years old. Her birthday is coming up in May. She's a standard-bred, and she's my best friend also.
Growing up, man, being in the hayfields.
Easy, mama.
Just imagine holding like 50-pound bales of hay by strings, you know, just basically hay strings. I had a tackle against Curtis Samuel, the Panthers last year. I grabbed it with one hand. Everybody like, man, how you hold on like that? I'm like, bro, my hand's so strong from bale of hay in the summer. When I'm on the field, you know, I feel that country strength come out.
Yeah, boy!
In the spring of 2020, the horse-loving linebacker and the rest of the Buccaneers had a shot at teaming up with the GOAT.
We have breaking news on Free Agency Frenzy, and this is a blockbuster as Tom Brady, 6-time Super Bowl champion, tweeting out he is leaving the Patriots and officially becomes a free agent at 4 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow.
I'm so happy to be in Tampa Bay, and I wanted to say thank you guys for welcoming me and my family into your community. We have an incredibly exciting season ahead. I can't wait. And let's go Bucs.
The crazy thing that got me is he hit me up like, hey, I'm your teammate. Like, you know, you the linebacker, I'm the quarterback. We need to be in sync. And that was real crazy because I was like in such awe being a fan.
I was ecstatic. I mean, at first it didn't really seem real. He FaceTimed me, we talked, and then we started working out shortly after that.
All right, babe, I'm one.
Who doesn't want to play with the greatest player ever?
Good.
Over the course of 2020, veteran stars followed.
Guess who's back?
Including Antonio Brown, LaShawn McCoy, and Brady's longtime Patriots teammate, Rob Gronkowski.
Everybody that was a free agent, you know, that could make their own decision, I feel like Tampa was always going to be at the top of their list as long as Tom Brady there because you know Tom Brady's not going to really be on a losing team.
One unexpected player on the market was running back Leonard Fournette, a former 4th overall pick. whose rocky relationship with the Jaguars came to a head days before the 2020 season.
The Jaguars have decided to release their running back, Leonard Fournette.
He did have some issues, certainly some disciplinary issues, was suspended.
They're saying I was a locker room cancer. It was my first time ever getting cut. You know, I've always been that guy in football, you know, #1 player coming out of high school, #1 in college. So it was just it was a different feeling.
He was the next Bo Jackson, next this, next that. And sometimes people not letting you create your own legacy, that can hinder you, you know, getting all the money, getting all the fame, that can play an effect on, like, hey, can you stay the course?
Tom reached out to me. Devin White was my former teammate at LSU, you know, my younger brother, and he wanted me to come play for the Buccaneers. And I'm like, why not?
We need to go get Leonard. Like, this guy gonna help us win a Super Bowl, because in the fourth quarter, you don't want to tackle him.
During that time, there's a lot of things going on. COVID, protests. Selfishly, I'm thinking, like, I want the season to go on so, you know, we finally got, you know, a great roster. I want to see what we can do. The selfish side of me, but the other side of me wanted everybody to be healthy. We wanted the protests to work and educate people. So I just wanted all that to happen during that time. But, you know, I definitely wanted to play when I found out we had Tom.
It was quiet, man. It was very different, weird, you know, because a lot of us was used to playing against hundreds of thousands of fans and things like that. It felt like you was at a scrimmage most of the time.
One thing that hadn't changed was the dominance of the Buccaneers' first opponent. The Saints had won 13 of their previous 17 games against Tampa Bay.
Oh, they had the best of us. Yeah, the Saints had the best of us. They had our card.
We've had altercations with them in the past.
A lot of pushing and shoving going on. This has been going on for a couple years.
The Saints have been together for multiple seasons.
Brady throws the ball upfield. It is intercepted in midfield.
This is our first time ever with each other. And I think that's what made it hard in the beginning.
Brady passes to the near side. It's intercepted. It will be a pick six. So the Tom Brady era begins with a loss.
It broke my spirit, especially with all the hype we had around the team, how good I knew the defense was. It just made us even more hungry because we didn't show up and do what we thought we was gonna do or do what we put in the work to do.
The next week against the Panthers, Tom Brady and Mike Evans got the Buccaneers off to a better start.
Great goal. Great goal, Coach. Great ball right there. Unbelievable.
Pre-snap, before we got out the huddle, Tom told me to run the double move. I wasn't supposed to run that route, but he told me to run a double move. Like, I didn't really win on the move, but he threw it back shoulder to where only I could get it. And as soon as I turned back, the ball was like in my gut already. And as a receiver, you love that because it's right there. I didn't have to make a big adjustment. He just came right in my stomach, and it was a hell of a throw.
Leading by 7 late, the Bucs needed a good finish. That's why they went out and got Leonard Fournette.
As the game goes on longer and longer, when you wear guys down, I think that's what I'm best at. Tom kept telling me, Atlanta, we need a run. You know, we know you got it in you, we just need it. And I'm like, man, I'm telling you, you give me an inch, I'm gonna take it a mile. And that's what happened. I had a backside lane, I took it, and it was game.
Way to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 30, 25, to the 20, Fournette to the 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown Tampa Bay. Run the ball, Leonard Fournette.
After a win in Denver, Tampa Bay came home to face the Chargers and fell into a 17-point hole.
If we was gonna be a championship defense, that was not the way to go.
What we gonna do to come back? What we gonna do to come back?
But just having this new mentality, like, they gotta earn everything from here on out. We took everything away from it.
Fumbled and the Bucs come up with the ball.
Devin White is the guy that came up with the football.
Just what the doctor ordered, right at the 6-yard line.
Tom and the offense was clicking, you know, he's making throws.
30 of 46, 369 yards, 5 touchdowns.
It's Tom. You give Tom an inch, he's gonna take it a mile. And that's what he did.
You talk about the Tom Brady effect. This is one of the few times that I felt like this team was very capable of coming back and having the result that they did today.
For the Buccaneers, the first tastes of life with Brady were sweet, but they didn't come without hiccups.
Here is the snap, and Brady, one more shot, 4th down. Pass upfield, it is incomplete. Chicago will take over on downs. Tom Brady will say, hey, Mr. Ref, was that 3rd down? It was 4th down and 5, and the pass is incomplete. And Tom Brady thinking he has one more down, but this game is over.
It said 3rd down on one of the chains or the sticks, and then on the other side it said 4th down. I knew it was 4th down. I knew it was 4th down, but I could see how, you think it's 3rd down if you're just looking at this side. So he's looking at our bench, and on that side, I think it was saying 3rd down. But I just knew that they forgot to click the stick down. Just an honest mistake.
Yeah, tough loss.
Run the ball, Leonard Fournette. Wow, what a blast.
After Leonard Fournette's game-sealing touchdown run in Week 2, the pieces of a nice story seemed like they were falling into place. The cast-off veteran immediately redeeming himself with his new team. But his mind was still on his old one.
You have dreams, aspirations of set up that you was gonna be with the Jags for a long time. And throughout the regular season, it was just messing with me. It was messing with me bad. Me and Coach B.A., we had talks. And he was like, man, you used to be that guy at the Jaguars and probably one of the only guys there, but this is a team that's different. If you get your mind right and, stop pouting, you got it. You got everything a player needs.
The last thing Fournette needed was an injury. But that's what happened when he tweaked his ankle in Week 3.
When I got hurt, they ain't making it any better. Another frustrating moment for me. I had to wait, I think it was going to 5 games after that. Really not playing, really not getting the ball.
Running back Ronald Jones seized the starting role. Against the Packers, he scored twice, while the defense held an Aaron Rodgers-led attack to just 10 points.
And now you can see what this football team can potentially do.
I was glad that we was able to show the world again what they were saying at the time was the best team, top 2 team in the NFL, what we could do.
The man in the middle of it was second-year linebacker Devin White, who emphatically sealed a win the next week in Las Vegas.
4th down and 1, here's Carr. Under pressure, rolling to his right. Carr's knocked out of bounds.
I knocked him under John Groove and basically took him out.
Carr trying desperately to keep the Raiders alive in this game, and Devin White said no, sir.
Well, first off, he's a tank. He loves football more than anybody I've seen.
I'm like that. That's my name now. Mr. I'm like that.
Hey, boy, your mama gonna love you, 'cause we don't. Your mama better love you, boy. You the best in the league, Yes, sir.
Even as a sophomore, White earned respect beyond his years and wasn't afraid to be a leader to players several seasons his senior.
Hey, you getting under, I'm getting under. You say what? You going under, I'm going under. Why you coming under? I'm coming under in the B gap. You going in the A. So I'm going under, you going under.
I produce. Like, they're not going to listen to a second-year guy that's not benefiting the team.
Hey, we finna kick their ass, and we're going back to Florida victorious, man. Let's go. Hey, dub on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Quick snap on 1st and goal, running to the left. Touchdown, New York Giants. They lead 14-3.
I just don't feel like we came out there with a sense of urgency. We kind of let our guard down a little bit and teams start jumping out on us. But we knew that we could beat anybody.
Back shoulder toward Mike. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a catch by Evans. Perfect throw by Brady.
The Buccaneers didn't play their best, but had just enough against a rebuilding team.
Where'd it go? Gotta grind it out. What it took.
That's a dangerous game to play against better teams and bitter rivals.
We were 6-2. They beat us the first game. We wanted to put on the show and get the W. They had a perfect start. We didn't execute on offense.
The minute they stepped on the field, we were defeated. You lose games, but you don't lose them like that.
38-3 the final. The Saints, for the 2nd year in a row, sweep the Buccaneers.
After a win in Carolina, the Bucs struggled against another playoff contender.
We were a really talented roster. I felt that we were the most talented roster in the NFL. We just weren't doing the little things that other teams have been doing that's been together for multiple years.
What type of legacy we gonna leave this year? Like, we gonna let these losses define us, or we gonna overcome everything and show the world what we really about, the team that we really are.
Dropping to throw, Mahomes looks downfield, wants the long ball downfield, got a receiver in the area, into the caught ball by Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Kansas City Chiefs.
When we in disguising well, allowing Patrick Mahomes to know what coverage we was in when we was in single high, so he knew where he was going with the football.
Where Patrick Mahomes went was to Tyreek Hill again. It put the Buccaneers in another early hole, and Hill celebrated with one of the classics.
I'm calling the president. President, we need a National Guard. We need as many men as you can spare, because we are killing the Patriots.
They need help. I'm doing the center short. Hey, help. Okay, you on the way? Okay. Help is on the way.
Man, I told all our DBs, I said, we're gonna get the last laugh.
Our back against the wall. Every time we step out here, man, we got something to prove. Prove it, bro.
Even with KC jumping out on us, quick as they did, we still shut them down after halftime.
I'm fast too. I ran 4-1.
We got it going late in the game.
Good job, fellas. Come on, keep going.
They fought hard. You give them credit. The Bucs fought their way back.
We just ran out of time. We just needed a couple more minutes, and I felt that we could have won that game.
We can beat these boys, man.
We just played the supposedly best team in the NFL, the reigning Super Bowl champs, and that was the best shot they gave us. Like, that was like they let us come all the way back and almost win. Then I feel like we the best team in the NFL.
The Bucs found something in that second half, and they brought it to bear after their bye week.
First down and goal from the one hand on Rojo over the top. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What was missing was Leonard Fournette. He was inactive, taking scout team reps, and his time in Tampa looked like it might end the way it did in Jacksonville.
I still wasn't playing. Coach B just told me he felt like I needed to get my mind right. He felt like mentally I wasn't there, and truthfully I really wasn't. And he just sat me. We had talks, and he was like, listen, I don't want to cut you, but if you want to be released, you just let me know. He's like, well, I don't think it's the best thing for your career, and as a man, you start to think about, like, this is how I feed my family, I already just been cut from another team when they're saying I was a locker room cancer, or whatever such the case may be, and I didn't want that to prolong around.
Leonard Fournette replaces Ronald Jones II as our starting running back.
I think Rojo was hurt, and I had an opportunity. I had to take the best advantage of my opportunity as I can.
Once again, Fournette had his inch, but the Buccaneers were still stuck on their toughest mile. Against the Falcons, they fell behind by 17 points.
It felt like they were playing to get into the postseason, and we were just ready for the season to be over, but it was really the other way around.
We was on the verge of not making the playoffs, like, you know what I'm saying? So every game started to really, really matter. Like, every game became a playoff game.
We're telling Coach B, hey, man, just give the playmakers the ball, we're gonna make it happen.
In just a few days, Fournette went from scout team reps to scoring twice in a must-win game. And when the Buccaneers took a late lead, defensive coordinator Todd Bowles turned to one of his playmakers.
He was like, I need you to take over this game. Like, he was like, you about to take over this game. And I was like, man, just dial it up, Coach. I got you. Like, dial these plays up for me.
Hey, give me some good calls, Coach. Give me some more good calls, Coach.
I made the big plays in the right moment.
Ryan looking, he's gonna be sacked! Dropped by Devin White. Ryan dropping back under pressure. He's gonna be lassoed and sacked at the 10 by Devin White. That's 2 for Devin today.
Devin gave us 2 big plays we needed, and we off to victory.
The Bucs in Detroit City. A win today, we get into the playoff tournament.
Fournette scored his 3rd touchdown since stepping into the starting lineup. And for him and the Buccaneers, the best was yet to come.
Bucs win! Bucs win! Bucs win! Pack your bags. We're going to the playoffs.
I just wanted to win. so bad because I've never been to the playoffs. It's what I've been working for since I got into the league. You fight all training camp, all off season, and you want to make the playoffs. You want to be one of those teams to make it, and we did it.
The Buccaneers in the playoffs for the first time since 2007, and we are ready to work against the Washington football team. We're without Ronald Jones II. Rojo injured a quad in pre-game practice and is unavailable.
Next man up, and it was me. And, I played in plenty of playoff games. I know the atmosphere. And once your number's called, you have to do what you have to do.
20! 26!
Leonard Fournette was getting nearly every carry in a playoff game. And suddenly, that lack of regular season playing time looked like a blessing in disguise.
I think that's what God had in store for me because of the last 4 playoff games. I was just fresh, felt good. I had no problem, I had my win. It was just in his plans.
Fournette punished the Washington defense, gaining 132 yards from scrimmage on 23 touches. And the legend of Playoff Lenny was born.
I've been knowing Leonard for a long time, ever since I was getting recruited by LSU. Leonard's nickname really is 7, because that was his number. Button, that's just something his parents and them gave him. During the season, everybody started, I think Tom started calling him first. I don't know. They started calling him Lenny.
Lenny, way to run, bro. Keep it up.
In the locker room, if I call him Lenny, he be like, man, come on, man. I don't like that. He be like, man, you know me. That ain't my nickname. He love Button or 7. So I'm like, bro, everybody else call you Lenny. Why I can't call you Lenny? I feel like Lenny was corny. Don't get me wrong.
At first, I wasn't too fond of it, but then, it just spread like wildfire, so I just had to accept it.
From the first Washington game, bro was going crazy. So he started calling himself Playoff Lenny.
Playoff Lenny, you hear me? Been here.
I didn't know that Leonard didn't like the name prior to the playoffs, but he definitely was Playoff Lenny. He made so many plays for us.
Everybody knew what time it was, Playoff Lenny and all this, so it kept going on and on and on.
Hey, this is why you wanted me here. Damn right.
We need team attention. Hand the ball off, and Fournette is stutter step. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Yeah!
The Buccaneers signed Fournette to finish games. Now the fourth quarter belonged to Playoff Lenny.
Hey, put the ball out, bro. Good play, your ass off. It's a big win, man. I'm happy to be a part of this organization. Just thanking God for the second chance. Thank you.
Tampa Bay began its season with a loss in the Superdome. But those Buccaneers were gone, replaced by a team that had come together. Now, they just had to show it.
Everything everybody trying to take away from us, we got to go earn that. And let's start with them that's in black. We going hunting. We going hunting tonight. Soon we step out there on that field, it's up with us, man. Let's go, man.
Let them do all that. They got something to prove. We done beat their ass 2 times. We don't got to prove.
That don't even matter. I'm telling you, once we get in the playoffs, that's all that matters. I said we're gonna see them when it mean the most.
I'm waiting on you to make a big play, so I can make a big play. Because I feed off you. That's what I want to hear.
I went to Antoine Winfield and I said, bro, let's take over this game. We gotta get a turnover. Let's show them why they drafted us. We young, but let's show them why they drafted us.
Late in the third quarter, the Bucs were down 7, with the Saints driving. That's when the rookie safety and second-year linebacker spoke their game-changing play into existence.
Picked up by the Bucs, Devin White. Devin White follows a blocker down the sideline, and the Buccaneers come up with a football.
Hey, we just talked about it. Man, I was looking for one block so I can go to the crib.
We needed to score bad. Tom kept screaming, we have to score, we have to score. I'm like, damn. And I'm like, we got to make a play.
Brady has time, starts the goes to the back. Caught ball, touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's Leonard Fournette.
They talk about. We do this. We do this.
The Buccaneers took a 3-point lead in the fourth quarter and had to protect it from an explosive Saints offense and star running back Alvin Kamara.
I am not them, man. Come on, man. Come on, AK.
Everybody know he always juking people. He always slipping off of other people. I was out there making plays, going hard. I'm telling like I was talking noise. I was just in the zone.
Hey, 41. Hey, yes, sir. You ain't gonna get me, man. I can't be got, man. Hey, I can't be got. I am not one of them, man.
He was like, I'm gonna get you. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not one of them. Like, you get them, you don't get me.
I'm gonna put the dagger in him. Watch.
The game was tight. I just knew crunch time where they going with the ball, Alvin Kamara.
Alvin! Picked off by Devin White to the 40. Shoves a guy out of his way. Inside the 30, Devin White down the sideline. And the Bucs have the ball.
Come on, man, come on! Come on!
When Alvin Kamara come out the backfield and he square his shoulders, he going down the seam. Drew Brees used to lob it over to him. I undercut the ball, and that was all she wrote.
I told my coach I was about to put the dagger in him.
We're heading to the NFC Championship game. Bucs win! Bucs win! Bucs win!
Man, we just beat the team that we couldn't beat, that beat the mess out of us, that embarrassed us. Like, we just beat them. It kind of put you on a high horse. And it was going to be scary for whoever came after.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers brought sunshine to Green Bay, Wisconsin. The sun is out. It's cool.
Championship Sunday, man. Yes. Championship Sunday.
We have the NFC Championship game on the line today. If we beat Green Bay, we're in the big dance at Raymond James Stadium. The Super Bowl, 55.
We knew it was going to be in our backyard. The Super Bowl was going to be held in Tampa. I was nervous. I played in the championship before against Tom, and I knew how hard it is to get back here.
That's what we do for right here.
Yeah, this is nice.
I feel like football game right here.
This is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. All right, so score first drive. Come on.
We have two really big third down plays. Tom throws me a double bump fade. I'm in the slot. It's man-to-man, and he throws a perfect ball. And it just drops right in my basket. And I catch it, and I fall. And so that's a huge third down conversion. A few plays later, it's third down again. I have a corner route, and it's man-to-man versus King. He's a tall corner. We're physical at the top. I come out of it running, and Tom just throws it right over his head. Just perfect.
Brady has all kinds of time. Throws toward the end zone. It is a caught ball. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, Mike Evans.
Can't make the plays, right in my hands, and we start the game fast.
Tom threw a perfect ball, bro. That corner is tall as Look, he was falling, and he jumped up, almost got it, but it went right over him.
Bucs and Green Bay tied at 7-7. Little stutter step by Fournette. Fights through a tackle. Gets a block to the right side, and another block. He's inside the 10, to the 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Playoff Lenny. Playoff Lenny.
One-on with the DB. I made a spin move on him. And after that, it was just touchdown.
Fournette refused to go down. The Bucs lead by 7.
With 13 seconds left in the first half, Tampa Bay had the ball at the Packers' 45. And facing fourth down, they also had a big decision to make.
Go for it!
We knew it was a big risk. He had one of the best quarterbacks in the league on the other side, who's known for throwing Hail Marys.
Bruce Arians, the head coach of the Buccaneers, decides to go for it.
I'm telling myself, listen, if the ball comes to you, make sure you catch this ball and get a first down.
Brady kicks the leg, gets the snap. They run a stunt, gets a pass away. Caught ball. Nice catch by Leonard Fournette.
Got the first down, and led to another big play with Tommy and Scooter.
8 seconds, 7 seconds. Brady to throw, throws a deep pass downfield. Got Scotty Miller in the open. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Scooter Miller. And Brady puts it right on the spot.
Tom.
As the second half began, Devin White found himself around a loose football once again.
Rushes on, throws it in the cross, and he's got Aaron Jones. Ball pops loose.
Jay White, man, he the hardest hitting, probably the hardest hitting player in the NFL. Jordan Whitehead, he came downhill, soon as Aaron Jones caught the ball, turned it up, missile, pow. I picked up the ball. I was trying to get it into the end zone.
You have to make the other team pay when they turn the ball over, and the Bucs got 2 touchdowns off of the last 2 drives.
The Buccaneers had an 18-point lead, but Green Bay had Aaron Rodgers. The league MVP pulled the Packers within 1 score and had them threatening to tie the game before the 2-minute warning.
It is 3rd down and goal to go at the 8-yard line. Can they get a score here? With time initially, steps up, scrambles. Over the middle, incomplete, my goodness. It looked like he could have run for the touchdown.
That play they say he should have ran. I'm standing right there in the end zone. Do you think Aaron Rodgers can beat me to the end zone? No, sir.
Kick it. I'm a little surprised they didn't actually go for it on 4th down there.
I think it was smart. He couldn't get in the other 3 times he tried.
It's 31-26. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left of the 4th quarter.
I wish they would have went for it so we don't have to have this conversation, but we would have stopped them.
The Packers couldn't get a stop, and Tampa Bay was on its way to the Super Bowl.
He's got the first down across the 40. Bucs are going to win this football game.
Let's go! Big bro, man, I love you, man. Let's go, one more, we at home. I know. We're at home. I know. Let's go.
To be able to make it to the Super Bowl is something that a lot of us have never done, and it's going to be at home in Tampa. You know, it meant the world.
Lenny! Playoff Lenny! That's why you came here, huh?
It was just tears of joy, you know, going from being cut and now being a Super Bowl contender. And I'm helping the team out in a major way to get us these W's. And just my emotions was everywhere.
Freaking home Super Bowl. Home Super Bowl, baby.
Man, we going to Super Bowl, but like, we going to win it. That's all I was saying. Like, we going to win the Super Bowl. We ain't just going, like, ain't no fun. We happy to, you know, be playing at home, but let's make real history. Let's be the first team to play at home and win at home.
Way to go, baby. Way to go. Great game. We still ain't played our best yet. Nope.
We were talking like we ain't even played our best yet. So I'm like, hey, it's the time now.
It is finally here, Super Bowl 55, and we salute Tampa Bay because we are the host city of this marvelous show called the Super Bowl. Kansas City beat us during the regular season. We have a little revenge on our minds.
I was just so calm the whole week. You know, you wouldn't think that we was playing the biggest game in the world. I was just calm.
The whole week and the whole day leading up to the game, everybody like knew we was gonna win.
Fly around, make plays, do what we've been doing all season. And we're gonna be world champs. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And I'm just thinking like, man, nobody's talking about like what if we lose or anything. We're just making plans for the win, that's it.
We on the biggest stage. The world is watching. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm gonna hit somebody in the mouth.
The energy was just different that day.
Why not be the greatest today? Ain't no reason why. Why not be the greatest today? Game this far.
Tom gave a speech about honor. That name on your back will be remembered for years. I think that set it off for the whole team.
In their 5th Super Bowl appearance together, Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski gave the Buccaneers an early lead. In his first Super Bowl, Mike Evans changed the game with 2 plays without even touching the ball.
Pass knocked down, intercepted. Wow! Tyrann Mathieu got the pick. Flag on the play. They're going to call Charvarius Ward with a holding penalty here prior to the pass.
He drawed us a lot of big flags, man, because he's a big guy, and he's a big guy with speed.
The penalty kept the drive alive, and Brady and Gronkowski connected again.
Those toward the end zone. Caught ball. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, just go, Tom. Good piece, baby.
With under a minute left in the first half, the Buccaneers had the ball on their own 42-yard line.
We were just thinking maybe get a field goal, probably, best case scenario. And I'm just like, all right, I'm about to just run as fast as I can. Hopefully I can make a play.
28 seconds at the Buck 42-yard line.
I feel like he's kind of grabbing my horse collar a little bit. but they're not gonna call that. And then I just feel like something hit my foot. I thought his foot tripped me up, but he actually like dove in my leg.
Oh, the flag will come out. Pass interference.
At first, I was like, dang, that's a bad call. Until I saw the replay, and I was like, all right, yeah, he tried to take my leg out. We got a touchdown out of it, and that helped us huge.
10 seconds on the clock. Brady takes the snap. Play action fake. Looks toward the right. Throws toward the ball. Is it a touchdown? Yes! Antonio Brown and the box and 7.
Let's go! Let's go, AB! AB! Let's go!
We ain't losing this game.
Let's go. Let's finish it up.
Legendary.
Let's get it.
Bruce Arians and the Buccaneers gave Leonard Fournette an inch when he needed it most. In the second half, playoff Lenny made the final mile his finest.
As the game went on, a lot of guys didn't want to tackle anymore. Minute by minute, second by second, just breaking their will. You know, no guy wants to get hit every play by somebody who's 200-something pounds and they're weighing like 175.
Go! That's how you run it, baby. Keep running through it. Keep running through it. Run his ass over. Run his ass over.
Well, that's a man running the football.
Go!
Here's the snap. Run the ball to the right. Got a wild boy to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Everybody started calling the Super Bowl in there after that.
They're down 3 scores, and they're down 3 scores and an extra point. And a 2-point conversion.
Mike, if they come back and win it, I'm blaming it on you.
I mean, what I gotta do with it? I got nothing to do with that.
I'm just, saying,
I'm just telling you the math part of it.
I'm just nervous.
I know, it's too good to be true. Huh?
The Buccaneers had math on their side. And, as in the second half of their regular season matchup, they had Patrick Mahomes' number.
We knew they was going to be very confident in what they do, and we knew we was going to stop them. At a certain point, you're not just going to out-athlete everybody in the league. You're going to run across your match.
Front four, just pressuring them, making them run around.
Run a stop, and we sack him at the 50-yard line. Wow, he's clobbered.
We beat the brakes off him.
Throws it sidearm for the end zone. It's broken up.
Everybody talk about those throws, but we still contested the catch.
Bro, he has nowhere to go with us.
As promised, Devin White got the last laugh with one of the classics.
Hey, help. Okay, you on the way? Okay. Help is on the way. Hey, you better call the National Guard. You better call the, you better call the war.
I don't see
hey,
no one touchdown.
He just kicked their ass. They need some help. Hey, what I did
They need
do,
everybody.
I told the ref, I said, don't stop it till you see blood. You seen blood yet?
I ain't see no blood yet.
He couldn't be mad over there because he initiated.
Keep going. Hello? You on the way? All right, thank you.
It was revenge on him, and it was funny, so that's why we did it.
The best revenge is living well. And there's no better living than making a Super Bowl clinching interception.
Mahomes running to his right. Look out, he may run. Mahomes directly goes toward the end down. Bandito intercepted, picked off in the end zone. Bucs are gonna beat the Chiefs.
I caught the ball, the whole team, even Mike Evans, like he played offense, everybody came over there.
Let's go! Let's go!
That's the best feeling. It was a great feeling.
That was a great way to end the game.
That's it for KC. Bucs are the Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, baby. There you go, kid. Love you, coach. Big man, I love you. Greatest of all time, man. I love you, man. Love you, buddy. Thank you so much. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. We're going to do it again. Yeah.
I've been watching this dude at the end of the Super Bowl, him and his family, him winning. I'm having a Super Bowl party at my house, and I'm just watching him win the Super Bowl, and now I'm his teammate, and we're winning it together. My 2 daughters, they got to make snow angels in the confetti. And just to be on that moment, it was everything.
bet you're breaking those things off.
Yeah, appreciate that.
How do you, bro?
Yes, sir.
What a year.
Thanks for having me.
Come on, man. Thanks for having us.
For a guy his caliber to think that, or Leonard Fournette, a guy out the New Orleans 7 War, coming from nothing, can help me, help this organization be champions, that means a lot. It's like Superman telling you to come join my team and come be a hero with me.
Conquering heroes get parades, and Tampa did something different for theirs.
I actually thought it was gonna be lame. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, boat, finna come, how they gonna see us on the boat? Like, cause you can't get on the water. Man, we got out there, there were thousands of boats out there and thousands of people lined up alongside.
How does it feel to be undefeated in the playoffs?
Biggest boat parade in the history of the world. It was crazy.
I was laughing, but I really didn't care. That's Tom Brady. Tom Brady lose a trophy, he go buy another one.
We're all sure-handed guys. We're all gonna catch it. And then we got a lot of guys backing us up as well, so. And then if not, then Gronk could probably go to the bottom and get it.
You're gonna remember Super Bowl 55. You're gonna remember the Roman numbers. We'll never forget nothing about it. So, I'm really blessed and thankful that I had the opportunity to go out there and create that memory.
2020, it was a blessed season for us. Blessed.
Victory lap. Bucks Nation, let's go.
Artistic dream, 8-year-old pacing bread mare that I got. People say Trident and Galloping, but racking, R-A-C-K-I-N-G, racking, use the correct term. She was looking good racking on the football field.